morning, everybody. Robin here with TMI Gifts, coming to you early this morning. We wanted to do a fun build for you. You know, our next holiday we've got coming that we love to celebrate is Halloween. It's always fun seeing the kids come around in all their cool costumes and seeing what everybody is dressed up in for the year, and for them to come around and get candy from you. Well, I had an idea of doing a wreath with a candy bucket on it. In case you're going somewhere else or you're taking your kids trick-or-treating, you can have some candy there waiting for your folks that are coming in a little different manner than what you would normally do. What I thought we'd do today is build a very cool door wreath and put our candy bucket in the center of our wreath, so all your little ghouls and goblins can reach in and get their candy out. We'll see how that turns out. Alright, I'm doing it on our, the base is going to be our black 24-inch work wreath with the twigs on there. Okay, Morgan, I'm not seeing a video on me.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, there I am. Never mind, there I am. I better turn that volume down. Okay, yeah. And I'm going to cover the base of it with our designer netting or mesh in one of our own exclusive designs. This one's called Halloween. It's purple and orange, and it's got that cute gold glamour and purple glamour in it, so it can be shiny and pretty. I'm going to use this awesome spray. I've got 3 stems of this that I'm going to work into our wreath today. I've got some great ribbons here for accent that we're just going to fill the wreath up with and make it so pretty. We've got some of the prettiest Halloween patterned ribbon this time than I've seen in a while. This one is fabulous. I love this. It's good bold colors, rich. Love it, love it. The candy corn ribbon with a black background. How can you get more perfect than that for Halloween, right? And this would go on through the year with your fall projects as well. And I've got this great orange with the purple edge and the purple dots. Beautiful stuff here. All 3 of those are wired. I do have our flat flex in lime green that I'm going to work in there because I thought it needed a little more green popped in there to give it a distinction, little add-on in there. Hello, Miss Chastity, love you too. Miss Tammy, good to see you watching with us this morning. Miss Tracy, I'm so glad you're watching as well. All right, we're going to get started, and I'm going to start, of course, with putting our base mesh or netting, designer netting, on our wreath. And once again, I have forgotten, Morgan, if you let me forget again to fix this thing that my netting always hangs on, you're in trouble.
Sorry.
If y'all say Morgan with a black eye, you'll know she forgot to remind me. Okay, I'm going to gather up, start with about say about a 6-inch tail on there, and I like to start with my inside ring. You want to swap the view over to the up view. I'm going to start with about a 6-inch section of our designer netting or mesh. In the Halloween, I like to start with my inside ring. Just lay that down in there and tie that in there nice and tight. Make sure you got plenty of tie left, okay? Make sure you got plenty of tie left because we're going to layer on top of all this. I like to work from inside ring to outside ring. I come out about 10 to 12 inches. I make a poof, and I come down to my lower ring. Put that in there and tie it on. Putting it down in there as tight as I can so that I have plenty of tie left. We'll continue doing this back and forth on around. Good morning, Miss Teresa. Hello, Tammy. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. I am going to offer this in a kit today, guys. And I was able to do you a really good deal on this one. If you were to buy each one of the products, it would cost you $59.95, okay? And you'd have to pay your shipping unless you were close enough to come and get it. But today, I can offer you this kit. Tracy, don't whoop me. I'm going to offer this kit for you guys for $29.95, and that will include your shipping. So you get all the products that you see me using, plus you get your shipping paid, $29.95. You get the wreath, the Halloween designer netting or mesh. You'll get the 3 ribbons, the 3 sprays, the Flat Flex in lime green, and you'll get the candy bucket to fix in there. Only thing I'm not going to give you is candy to put in your bucket. Continue on around. Morgan is posting links to the kit, and she will be posting links to each of the individual products that that we're using here today. Hello, Roseanne. Thank you for joining us, dear. I think this will be a fun build today, guys. Been thinking about this one for a minute. Got some cool ideas that we've been working on here in-house to do some great builds for you guys coming up in the next few days. Some fun, interesting, different builds than we have done in the past. I think you'll enjoy. We're almost.
Everyone saying good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Natalie. Mina. I hope I said your name right. Sorry if I didn't. And Karen. Tammy. Thank you for sharing, Tammy. We do have some other upcoming things that we are working on. We worked on yesterday, some new event or two here at our Belmont location. So be watching for that. I think you're going to like what we're about to do for you guys. Alright, I am back to where I started from. And I'm also at the end of my row. So once again, that worked out perfectly. Now what I try to do, let me turn that in since that's kind of peeked out more than I need it to be. Alright, I'm going to go through and straighten out my poofs a little bit. Make my wreath more symmetrical. This way you can see the netting a little better as well. Have that pretty glamour line, that metallic streak that we got going through there. Because we always got the pizzazz around here, y'all. You know that. We're all about the glitter, all about the ribbon, all about the fun. Hey, Kelsey. Glad you're watching, sister. Yeah, Tammy, this is a great color on the netting. As I said, this is one of our exclusive patterns that we designed here in-house. So this one you won't see anywhere else unless they bought it from us. We've designed hundreds of patterns in the netting in all different sizes as well. 20 inch, 10 inch, 6 inch, and 4 inch and 3 inch. Yep.
Miss Deborah said hi, Robin.
Hey, Deborah. Okay. Now that's got us pretty well straight. Okay. That didn't look right a while ago. That's fine. Okay. Now then. Alright, now I'm going to go with our ribbons. And I kind of feel like I need to just fill this puppy up with this beautiful Halloween ribbon. Halloween fall ribbon. I don't want to just limit it to Halloween because some of these would be, any of these would be great mixed in with your fall. I'm going to do several different loop-loop bows with my 3 ribbons layered. You see what I did there? I'm leaving a 6 inch tail, 7 inch tail, 7 inch tail. You flip that where the wrong side is up and you put those 2 wrong sides together to form your loop. Well, I've been it wrong, y'all. Just like so. Let's see how long that loop is. That's a 4-inch loop. So you're using 8 inches of ribbon. Flip that so that the wrong side's up. You put the two wrong sides together to form the loop. Okay? We're going to do one loop and 2 tails with each of the ribbons. Now let's put our black base candy corn right in there. And I like to lay that right on top. Before I finish that, holding that with my thumb and forefinger, and with my middle finger holding it with those 3 fingers there. You flip that, put the wrong sides together, form your loop. Once again, flipped it, wrong sides together to form the loop. One loop, 2 tails on each side. Now I'm going to layer on top of that with our beautiful orange with purple dots. It just screams fall, you guys. Loving that together. Got our 2 loops. 1 tail on each side. Okay, now at this point you can either tie it off right there where you're holding, or I just lay it straight down in my ties on my wreath. I just lay that straight down in there and tie that right on. Just like so, and I still got plenty of tie there if I want to add something else in there, and I will be. I'll be adding in our flat flex. I wanted to do it just a little bit different, so I didn't add it in as I did the bow here. I like to cut little dovetails to give it just a little more finished, polished off look.
Pauline said good morning from Florida.
Good morning, Pauline. Thank you for joining in. We love you too, Kelsey. Okay, now that's one grouping of ribbons. Now let's do that again. Leaving about a 7-inch tail there. Flip that ribbon over to make the wrong side come up. Put those 2 wrong sides together to form your loop. We'll do that back and forth. Once again, we'll have 1 tail on each side and 1 loop on each side. Just like so.
Miss Karen said this is her first time watching and she's loving it.
Well, good deal, Karen. I am so glad that you're loving this. We love doing it for you.
Miss Debbie Pounds has joined us.
Hey, Debbie Pounds, girl. Where you been at? We've been missing you. We need to see your face. It's been a minute. I do hope you're doing well, though. Now, where'd my purple go? Here. My purple dots. Lay that right in there. Those some flips to form our pretty little loops. Once again, we're going to lay this right down in here, right in the middle of our tie there, and twist that around just like a bread tie to hold it in place. It's not going to go anywhere.
Miss Debbie said she's been working.
I bet you have, Miss Debbie. Give those ends a little trim. Pretty little dovetails in there. Straighten it up a little. Okay, got all our pretty ribbons showing now. Let's do another set. Flipping those wrong sides together to form our loop. If you've noticed, I'm putting my tails on opposite sides of my loops. If I were just going to do a straight up bow with my tails all hanging down one way, I would put them on the same side. But since I'm laying these bow creations in our wreath, we need our tails going opposite directions. So that's the reason I'm kind of crisscrossing with those. Otherwise, I'd put them all the same way.
Kayla said, "Hey, Mama."
Hey, Kayla. I hadn't seen you in at least 30 minutes. I miss you. Those trimmed off. Lay our purple dot. Wrong sides together. Loops a little long. Those loops. Laid in there. Down in there really tight. Ends trimmed. Get these pretty loops all fluffed and our tails go in the opposite directions so that we get the most feel that we can. Pretty. Love those colors together, y'all. Definitely more than just Halloween. So you could actually convert this once you were through with the Halloween season to use for a fall wreath. Loop. Is this ribbon not fabulous? It is so sparkly and glittery. Very vibrant in its colors.
Vina says it's beautiful. Kim says, "Hey, y'all," and she loves that mesh.
Hey, Kim. Thank you, Miss Vina.
And Sheila says she's watching from Millport, Alabama.
Well, so glad you joined us, Sheila. Get our loop with our candy corn ribbon. How many of you like candy corn?
Me.
I love candy corn. I know some folks say the best thing to do with it is chunk it, but I love it. Love me some good old candy corn. It's not fall without some candy corn and some circus peanuts in there. Who all remember circus peanuts? Do you remember them, Morgan? Or was that before your day?
No, I don't know.
I know some of you girls watching remember circus peanuts.
Amy and Kim said, "Happy birthday, Robin."
Well, thank you.
Nancy said you make those bows look easy.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I've been doing these for quite a few years now, and I kind of fell into my own ribbon of doing, or rhythm, my own ribbon, my own rhythm of doing bows the way that worked best for me. And that's what I tell folks to do, just to experiment with it. Use different techniques that people might show you, or you might see other designers working with. Figure out a good rhythm of your own. This is just the best way that I've found to make a bow.
Kim and Teresa love some circus peanuts.
Oh, well, good. See? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I haven't had circus peanuts in years. I might need to see if I can find me some of them, y'all. I need to bring them up here and let Morgan try them. I bet she'll like them too. Especially since she loves candy corn. Candy corn's fabulous with peanuts. You are so right. And I usually do that every year with my candy corn. All right, I want to do one more set of these fabulous bows. Trim off. These are fabulous candy corn ribbon.
They said Dollar General has it.
Well, hot dog. Got two Dollar Generals in the town I live in, and we got one here too. So there you go. I bet I can find some. Putting in our last layer of our orange with this fabulous purple dot on it. Okay. Lay this right in here. Then I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I'm going to move a bow. Because usually when it's in my wreath, it's there. I don't take it back out.
Cassidy says, come to the campground this weekend and I'll have you some.
Oh, that sounds like a plan to me, girlfriend. Sounds like a plan. Chastity and I and a couple of more ladies did some fishing at the campground this weekend. We did some catfishing with noodles. It was pretty daggone fun. Me and Chastity might have had to get out of the boat a time or two to get our fish in, but we didn't lose any. Alright, now this boat, I'm going to scoot over a little bit. So I'm going to untie it from right there, and I'm going to move it to right here.
Hey, be sure to go over again that this is going to be a kit.
Okay, yes. Yes, this is a kit that I have made available for you. I do have it listed on the website. Morgan has put links in the comments here to the kit. If you bought everything in the kit, just bought it outright, it would cost you like $59 and then have to pay your shipping as well. But I have put this kit together for you. And the kit is only going to be $29.95. Okay? $29.95 on the kit. And you'll get all the product that I'm using here today. The wreath, the designer netting or mesh in the Halloween, the 3 ribbons that I've just put on there, the flat flex that I'm about to put on there, our spray, how cute little Halloween spray. I've got 3 of these that'll be going in there, and then this great candy bucket. Okay? That's what our kit consists of. Good morning, Sybil, and good morning, Denise. Thank you guys for watching today, joining us. If you can't click on the link right now that Morgan has put in there for us, you will be able to once the live ends and it's loaded as a video. So just, if you can't click on it while you're watching it right now, just be patient. You'll be able to get there shortly. All right, our flat flex. I know a lot of you are familiar with the flex tubing. A lot of folks use that in their wreathing business or decorating trees or anything like that. This is the same exact material. It's just flat, okay? And this stuff's very strong. Let me just throw that out there. This stuff is very, very strong. If you, I've hung things from a 30-foot high ceiling to dangle down, and it's held it. You know, I mean, it's just good stuff. It's great all around, good basic material to use here. And I've got this available in several different colors, but I have chosen to use the lime green on this build today. And I'm going to tie this basically like I tied these other bows, other than the fact you don't have to twist it to make the wrong side and right side, because it's the same either way. Okay, so we're going to leave a tail, and we're going to go loop, 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 loop. Just try and make your loops consistent in size. And I really want this green to pop out, so I'm going to do 3 loops on each side. And this flat flex, by the way, you get I think it's 30 yards in a package, so it's going to go a long way for you. I've got it in some great fall colors, some great colors that you can use in Christmas, and great colors that you can use in everyday stuff. Alright, so I've done 3 loops on each side, keeping them as consistent as possible, doing it by hand. You know there's going to be a little variation in there. And I've got 2 tails. And I'm going to lay this right down on top of the ribbons, the bows that we have created and tied in there. Laying that right down on top of it and tie that in. So that gives us another layer, another dimension of fabulous ribbons. Pulls your eye a little more. Hey, Miss Kim, thank you for joining us from Covington. Venus from Ohio. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, guys. We would appreciate you guys sharing our company, sharing our products, or even sharing our lives with your group of friends. We would absolutely love it. We could even host some live watch parties or something pretty soon, where you'll be able to invite your friends, your families, to just sit and have some fun. Build something. Be creative. Let your creative juices just kind of float. Just put it in the trim. I like that layered on there. I hope do you guys like that layered on there? Oh, I made them loops a little too big. There we go. Gotta tame it down. Sometimes I run off at the mouth, and then sometimes I run off at the hands. Not paying attention to what I'm doing. So we're loop, 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 loop on each side, 3 on each side, and 1 tail on each side. Okay? Trim that off. Lay it right down in the middle of the bow and tie it right on there. This way, you're still showing all of your product that you have worked so meticulously to add to your design, to add to your wreath. As you can see through, of course, the flex, you still see all the pretty ribbons, and you still see the great mesh or designer netting that we've used on the base, the Halloween.
Kim said pretty makes it pop.
Good deal.
Miss Cindy said, very cute, really enjoyed shopping with you all during fall sale weekend. Got lots of great stuff.
Well, good deal, Cindy. Girl, you keep watching. We're about to do something. You're going to like it. Ain't going to spill no more beans than that. 3 loops. Three loops on each side, 1 tail on each side. And lay it right down in the middle of that bow. Got 1 more to do. See, guys, I've used triple the amount of this flat flex than I used on our ribbons. And as you see, I still got lots left. Lots to do other projects with, add into your tree, or even wrapping your presents if you like to make your own bows on your presents. This is the perfect thing for that. We may do a live on different uses of both flat flex and flex tube.
Cindy
At
said
some
girls'
point.
night question mark.
Well, you just never know, Cindy. You never know. Hello, Grace. Thank you for joining in. We are doing a kit today, Grace, with our fabulous Halloween ribbons. And the kit will be available until it's sold out. I do have a limited number of kits, and at $29.95, I feel like they're going to be gone pretty quickly. All right, now we've got this fabulous spray, and I'm going to just rip it apart. Rip those things off of there. Cut that last one off. Back in place. Okay, now I'm going to just strategically place these. I think at first I'm going to start right here in the where my bows are. You see what I'm doing there? I'm turning one of those down that way, and I'm going to use the tie that's left from my ribbons. I'm going to secure that in place, just like that. Now that puts us a cool looking center on our bows. It's pretty cool, like that. Do the same thing on this next one. Just laying that in there. Turn that one down so that our spray will be held in place. Won't slide out or anything. Turn those and kind of gives it a pinwheel effect, doesn't it there, guys? Our ribbon's fixed underneath. Cool. I like it. Y'all like it? Thank you, Grace, for sharing and blessing us. Absolutely. Do one more bow. And this takes up one full spray with this third one in place. Tied on there. I think that just adds a cool dimension that we wouldn't have had otherwise. I'll get it straight in a minute, guys. Okay. Put that back up there where it goes. Now. Like that. Okay. Now we're going with spray number 2. I'm going to rip those off again. And once again, cut the top one off. I'm going to lay that right down here. Right into the middle of our bow. I'm tying that on. I'm using one of the 3 prongs that's on there. Make sure it's on this side of my tie and the other 2 is on that side, so it's not going to go any way that we don't want it to go. What am I doing? There we go. Now it gives us a cool pinwheel effect. Pretty neat. We've got some great layers in this wreath today, guys, I think. This will be fun and festive for your trick-or-treaters to walk up to as well. This last one tied in there. Right. All right, there's our 3 or actually two and a partial, or 1 and a partial of our sprays used up. Now I think we'll do these others in the spots where we don't have bow. You touch all 3 of them before I get to the right one. I know y'all don't ever do that. Okay, now we're going to take another one of our cuts, and we're going to go right here between the 2 bows, and I'm going to tie it in the same manner that I tied it in with, I'm going to turn that out instead of in. Yeah, we'll turn that out, and I've used the ties on my wreath to tie that in there. 1 branch is below the tie, and I've got the 2 above. So we'll go out a little bit with this section of pretties. Okay, we good. Right here in between.
Miss Kim just ordered her kit.
All right, Kim, good deal. Y'all better get them pretty quick, because I do, like I said, have a limited number that I can offer just like this. So if you want them, y'all need to get them. That one's right in there. We'll take this one. Same thing. We're laying that in there. Getting that tied in. And my last one. Right in there. Get that tied in. Okay, so that's all 3 of our sprays used. That's our flat flakes used. That's all 3 of our ribbons used. That is our Halloween designer netting or mesh, 20 inches wide, and a black work wreath is our base form. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our bucket in. And what I had in mind for this little guy, I'm going to nestle the bucket part right in between 2 bows, okay? And I want him kind of tilted forward. So, see, I think this needs to be held in place in a couple of different spots, because we know we're going to fill up our candy bucket pretty good. We want it to have a little tilt to it, okay, like so, so that folks will know that your candy is down in there. Let's see if that stands up like we need it to. Yeah, that's going to be good. Okay, so we got our bucket attached to it. Now, one more thing that I thought about doing was doing a great actual tie to use, so it hangs down a little lower for your short trick-or-treaters. Flip that right over, and our bucket is setting the way that it would be setting. Okay, I'm going to take this ribbon just because I like it. No other reason, just because I like it. Let me go past that tie right there. Okay, I'm just going to do a little tie on there, like so. See how far up we need to go so that some of it still shows pretty. Okay. Turn this off. I'm going to go right here with this one. Look what I did. Y'all see what I did? Twisted my ribbon. Okay. Go this. There it goes right there. That tied in there. Let me flip this back over. Okay, now we want our pretty part of our ribbon showing. So I would suggest we do something along this line. Just bending that down like so. Kind of see what I'm going with there, guys. And bend it like that. You could actually staple that or glue that. I don't have stapler up here with me. Dang it. Okay, I'll put a touch of glue on it. I knew there's a reason I heated that glue pan up. Just to kind of show you. Wouldn't recommend doing just glue to hold it in place because the candy bucket's going to have a little weight to it. But for all intents and purposes right here, just to kind of show you the look I'm going for, I'm going to glue it. I would either punch it and do a wire through it, or like I said, staple it. Just a regular household desk stapler would be fine. Okay, got that just like that. Now we're going to tie us another little simple bow. Hey Andrea. Hey Teresa from Iowa. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in. I'm not going to leave very long tails because I don't want to cover up what we're already working with there. But I really, really wanted this ribbon to pop out because it is just so pretty. So we're going to do us a cute little bow with this ribbon. Like so. Putting those wrong sides together. And try to be consistent as you can with your loops there. Got 2 loops on each side on this fabulous, well, we're going to do 3 loops on each side with this fabulous tri-colored ribbon. It is so glittery and so pretty. Alright, now right in the center, I'm going to do some of my flat flex. Just going to do 2 loops on each side of my flat flex. Alright, and you see here I put all my tails coming down the same side this time instead of crisscrossing and putting part of them the other ways. Okay, now to tie this off, I'm actually going to use my flat flex to do that. That way you don't have to worry about covering up anything as far as a zip tie or wire. And what I'm going to do is just lay that right here in the center. Come on the bottom side there while I'm still kind of holding.
Juanita says hello, Robin.
Hey, Juanita.
And Mary Jane, she's from Houston.
Oh, good deal, Mary Jane. Thank you so much for watching. All right, now we've got our bow securely tied together. And now what I'm going to do is take this flex that I tied my bow together with, and I'm going to attach it to right here where we did our pretty ribbon. And this is what we're going to hang our wreath with on the door, on the side of your house, or on a front railing, or just anywhere you desire to put that. Good tight tie. Okay. Nose off. Oh, it's about cut my fingernail. Guess so it wouldn't skin to be alright. Do our dovetails on these. Bobby watching from New Jersey. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love these colors too. Look there. Put it the wrong way. Alright, there's our dovetail. Okay. Well, there's our wreath. Yep, swap that view around. Alright, there is our build for today. Our awesome Halloween candy bucket wreath. And it is available in the kit. I hope you like the way I designed it today. I would love it if you guys buy a kit. I would love to see pictures of how your design worked out. I think that is going to be it for right now. But keep watching for more. We've got a lot of things planned for you, as I told you a little while ago. So you just never know what we're going to come up with next, guys. You have a fabulous day. Spend some time with your family because that's what's most important, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.